Vibey win. That was like a fun one, you know?
Sure.
I mean, well,
sure.
What is everybody? Welcome to the Winners Lounge. All right. Okay. There's the Toyota Winners Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. We're also presented tonight by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app and use code DNVR365 when you sign up. Choose your offer and find out. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Speaking of which, how did we do on our bets tonight, Dev?
There has never been a clean sweep night. This was the most, some are calling me perfect.
Perfect.
Some people are asking me if I know the future.
Superstar Dev saw it all.
I did not miss one.
You threw out a lot of bets too, both sides. You had both teams.
I had both teams. I even had an additional bonus bet that hit.
Just a bonus one that you were like,
bet that
just
hit.
tossing
and
bets
also,
in there.
I just want you guys to hear that mines are not alternatives. Like, I don't say Jokic is going to get 5 rebounds.
No, yeah.
I don't do that. Like, it's just the straight lines of what it is, and every single one of them hit.
Should be 50-50 more or less each bet, but not for you.
I'm perfect.
You've been cleaning up, dude. I'm telling you, I was checking my account. I'm like, man, where'd all this money come from? I didn't realize that we were hitting all our bets this year.
Let's do it.
Let's do a hot start. Fun game. So today, you see we have one seat open. It's a takeover night. We had a great time with the homies tonight out at Ball Arena. Got a win, and they're going to be coming back. And as we always do, we're going to get them. We like to bring the show to bring the people on the show, and give their takes. And what a good night to do it, because honestly, the takes are only 2 segments long. To help me with both segments, brought in D-Line Co.
That's right, guys. Wow, we went to Ball Arena. We took that mother trucker over.
We did take it over.
I circled the arena 2 separate times looking for nachos, only to find out they were at the closest stand to me. Got those nachos.
Yeah.
What a beautiful night. Spilled most of the cheese on me. Cleaned it up.
There you go. Cleaned up. Yeah.
Listen, man. We both had clean sweep nights. Mine, nacho cheese, Dev's with the bets. All at the end of the day, we're all winners here on this set.
Whose night was bigger? It's hard to say, honestly. And then over here, Dev Stradamus.
Oh.
This was a great takeover moment. I wish you guys were here. I mean, we got to sit courtside. Our people got to sit courtside and watch Jokic warm up. Like, that's really a unique experience. You get to see him up close. You get to see how he's working out and what goes into his pregame workout. And then also, when they get here and they come on the set, they get this cool 100K right behind them. They're gonna have a cool photo.
Why is that how much? Is that how much you won in your bets today? What is it? What does that signify?
That's what some are saying. But that is going to be a cool picture to have, like that you could put as your header.
That's absolutely true. We thank everybody that made us reach 100,000 followers on our subscribers on YouTube last night at 2
in the morning. Yeah, 2 in the morning.
It was awesome.
Yeah, no, multiple people came up to me and they're like, I really liked what you said last night. And I was like, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was.
Blackout D-line is really nice, though. You know, that's a good thing.
Oh, well, I don't like that at all.
No quick recap today, as I forgot my computer. That's the real reason why. But I'll give you the abridged version.
Yeah, do you want me to tell you what happened?
Do you want to do it?
Yeah,
Off
dude.
memory. Go for it.
First quarter, the Nuggets end up scoring 37. The offense is flowing uncomfortably well without Jamal Murray in it.
Well, that quarter also lasted 6 hours.
It lasted 6 hours. Nuggets Jokic came out of the gate a little slow.
Yeah.
Christian Braun came out firing. AG
Love that
came
guy,
out
man.
firing. But the real story of the first quarter was Michael Porter Jr., who came out, shot out of a cannon, hit 3 threes right off the bat.
Right off the bat, man.
It was immediately a Porter quarter type of night, and you knew that it was going to be vibey right from the beginning. The Denver Nuggets, you weren't quite sure how they were going to perform after having such a heartbreaker last night, but then you remembered that they were playing the Utah Jazz, so you felt fine about it. So it was like a pretty comfortable lead coming out of one. Then the bench came in.
They went on a quick run.
They did go on a quick run, but then I started scrolling my phone. I stopped paying attention to the game. I was looking at certain other things that were going on, thinking about those nachos as I was going to get. And I looked up, and the Nuggets were up by 2 points.
It was so annoying.
There was a streak of 3-point shots hit. There was a streak of ridiculous turnovers.
Yeah.
The Nuggets bench sort of fell apart in ways that you expect or don't expect. But and the second quarter also had a lot of like mix and match play at the point guard position, which we kind of hypothesized about. It was like we didn't know exactly. To me, it didn't really seem like there was a specified point guard. Russ actually split time with the bench and the starters a lot. And then when Russ wasn't on the court, it was kind of Jokic, it was kind of Christian, it was kind of Julian Strawther. But
by committee, if you will.
It was a point guard by committee. The Nuggets then came back to their senses. Jokic came back in, hit a couple threes. The Nuggets went right back up. They were up by 10. Going into the half, they were already comfortably leading. Coming back out into the third quarter, Nikola Jokic, the best shooter in the world, as we've all said, could not be stopped from three. He hit 3 3-pointers in defenders' eyes. He made them regret not guarding him, and it didn't matter if they did or not. He was just a man on a mission.
If you were to guess what he was, a plus minus tonight, what would you guess he was without looking?
I would guess he was probably like a plus 28.
Very close, plus 31.
Yeah. Jokic was truly the best player in the world tonight, and he played with reserved anger, which we all appreciated. He came out, like I said, I mean, it was a little slow from the get-go, but then in that third quarter, he had a little FU in it, which I appreciated. And he was knocking down shots that it felt like were personal, which I thought was great too. Taking it to Walker Kessler, taking it to anybody that the Jazz dared put on him. Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon continued their good play. I mean, Michael Porter Jr. didn't really score a lot outside of that first half, but I didn't have to. Yeah. Jokic and AG were racking up stats. I mean, the Nuggets starters were just rolling in this game. It was really, they were just in destruction mode when it came to the Jazz. And then we got a lot of garbage time.
Yeah, we got a lot of garbage time, which we didn't necessarily see because we were driving back from the arena. That was the slow rundown. That was really good.
I get like 5 minutes a night to talk.
Well, it was good. Hey, you crushed it, man. There were some good notes in there. Right here, I'm giving
you didn't miss anything.
Right here, I'm giving you a little fist bump. Right, you didn't
I don't want to
see it.
You put that fist right back where you found it.
Holster that thing. It's time for the Red Hawk Roofing Big Takeaways. Play the sound, Kale. Bring it on up. Superstar Dev, what was your big takeaway?
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway in this game is that almost all of the Nuggets are good. It's been a long time since we could say that, truly.
There change the abbreviation.
There were so many positives in that game, and like the biggest thing is that the Nuggets starters got to rest. Jokic got to rest because they finally got that blowout that you've been wanting and you're hoping for. Yes, this is a bad Jazz team, but they have shown that they are not going to play up to par with those, bad teams. They're going to be right there with them. And this was a blowout game where we got to see both two-way players. Trey Alexander and Spencer Jones in this one. Like, that's when that's a waving the white flag. You got to see adjustments. You got to see them play well on the back-to-back. You saw the 3-point shot falling that has not been falling. Like, this was a new look for Denver. Yes, you could say a lot of it is the Jazz, but that's okay. Like, you need to find a rhythm. You need to get it going against somebody. You want it to be against those good teams as well. And, I mean, you have to start somewhere. This is where you start. So I just liked what I seen from Denver tonight.
This was the definition of a get-right game. Honestly, a definition of it. No Murray, but a lot of guys got right tonight, and it was nice to see. What about you?
My big takeaway from tonight is that Jokic can shoot the 3-ball again. We kind of had resigned the idea that he would ever be good at it. I mean, obviously, very small sample size, but to the start of the season, man, my man is firing, and he's hitting at a very high clip, and he's shooting with confidence. And if that is a trend that continues, like, you can absolutely pencil him in for another MVP. You can absolutely pencil in the Denver Nuggets for a deep playoff run again. Like, it opens up for all the consternation about the spacing and what the starters can do and what they need to be. Like, if Jokic is hitting 3, there's no problems anywhere. No issues.
It's so true, man. It is funny to think about Every year he does have something that's a little better. This is his scoring year. He went off. This is his rebound. That year he averaged like 13, 14 rebounds. Like he has a year where he does something. If this is the 3-point year,
dude,
like at volume, because he is not afraid to shoot him.
Sign me up.
And that third quarter was pretty hilarious from him. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway is Christian Braun is everything I thought he would be and hoped he would be with the starting lineup. This was a bad Jazz game. I'm not even just talking. If it was just this game, I'd be like, all right, I'd put that take in the holster. But we are 6 games into the season, and he has done his job in all 6 of them. He fits with those guys so well. He's everybody's better with Yoke, but he's really good when he gets to be the 5th guy who just does his job. And because he's so good at doing his job. And tonight, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. I always say he does stuff. He did a lot of stuff. He did not get a block shot tonight. That's the one thing he didn't do.
Come on, Christian.
But you know what he did do? 3 of 5 from 3.
Dude.
Guess what? That 3-point shot.
He's hitting over 40%.
I think he's at 45% right now. 44%. On the air, which of course maybe that doesn't hold, but shooting is so much about so much of basketball, especially of guys at his level, is about confidence. And every game, his confidence just seems to be going up. Of like, all right, I'm settled in. Like he feels like a guy that knows if he had a bad game, it's okay. Yeah. Game 1, you have a bad game. Oh no! Like what is going on? He's 6 games in. He has 6 games of equity built up, and he just keeps doing his job. I think Yoke loves playing with him. Yoke found him twice tonight on slips. You know, that's how you know a guy's fitting in, is when he's getting the easy buckets, dunk or
by
layup
himself underneath the basket.
Underneath the basket. That's because you ran the play, did what you were supposed to do, and drew the defense. He's doing that stuff, and I just love what I'm seeing from him, man. Defensively, he's big. It's everything we hoped in terms of, is he KCP? No, but he's a different version of it. Right. And at the moment, at least, he looks like an equal but different version of it. You know, just does different things good. And I'm so encouraged by that. All the stuff, I'm so encouraged that Christian Braun, to me, looks like a guy that if you get every other starter doing the jobs they're supposed to do, he'll do the job he's supposed to do, and all bases are covered.
We were in the stands with the takeover. What a delightful crowd. What wonderful people we went to the game with. And Mitch and I were just laughing, like,
bus is here already.
There's blood in the water. Like, Christian Braun has a taste for blood. Like, he dunked over Rudy Gobert, and like now there's chum in the, like, he's now wants to dunk over centers. Like, he just keeps now going into the teeth. Like, he's going at these guys. Like, he didn't get it any. I don't think he got any successful dunks, but like, he wants it. Like, there's a. We really are. The true prophecy that we have hinted towards is really coming to be, where other teams are going to start to fucking hate Christian Braun, and that's all we've ever wanted. We want that. We were like, oh my God, like, say what you want. Like, he shouldn't be like him with KCP sort of figuring out his game. It's like, no, you put him with Russell Westbrook. Like, the Russell Westbrook effect on Christian Braun right now is out of control. It's great.
Christian Braun just looks like and feels like he belongs with those starters. He's not just a guy that's trying to stay out of the way. He's taking a lot of shots every single game. It's not like he's the odd man out. And there was a lot of nights that KCP would only take like 3 shots, 4 shots. Right. You're not seeing that with Christian Braun because it's a little bit more of his game. You're able to see like him get to the. He's finishing so well around the rim that if he is knocking down the shot, it makes it that much better. And then also, there's been a lot of emphasis on if he makes his shots, if he's knocking down the shots. But guess what? He is. I know. He's shooting pretty well from beyond the arc right now. And that was something that looked clogged up and not well in the first few games. But again, it's going to take times to figure it out. It looks like they're starting to figure it out. Christian Braun just looks good on both sides of the court, but I just really love the way that he's fitting in with the guys. But we're all on the same. We're starters. I'm not just a guy that you threw out here. I'm part of this league, and I'm here to stay.
And what I love is that teams are sagging off of him from the 3-point line, and he's not only making them pay by knocking down threes, which is like traditionally how you make people pay for that, but like he is using that, like we said he would do, like as the ability to get a running start at these defenders who are back behind him and then charging into the paint head on and, you know, making them pay in that way, which is, it's just, we all sort of like thought, like, what could Christian be? Like, who could he be?
We thought there was a controversy, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like...
this is, I mean, the leap that he's taken this year, albeit 5 games in, small sample size, but like he's playing with all the confidence in the world. It is much. I mean, if I'm Harrison Wind right now, I'm feeling pretty good about myself.
Give us a 30-second Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway. Vote just walked in.
When you're struggling as a team, trying to figure things out, it's really important to beat those teams. They are as bad as it gets.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Denver's 3-0 against Toronto, Brooklyn, Utah.
Yep.
That's how you keep yourself afloat through turmoil.
Yep.
Right? That's how you survive this moment. So I know the Jazz are terrible, but that's a take care of business win.
I love it. All right, let's take a break on the other side. Michael Porter had himself a night. Yoke had himself a third quarter. Julian Strawther had a night. Lots of guys had a night tonight. Let's talk about them on the other side.
All right, cool. Vote you at the Reeds, right? Let's go. I'm just kidding. So let's see. You get to pick a little behind the scenes here. You get to pick one of 3 intros to this one. I'm going to pick this one. They say first impressions are important, but what about lasting impressions? That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew helps give men longer lasting and stronger erections so that you can perform your very best. Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost and in a chewable form. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA, prepared, and shipped directly to your door. And the best part, it's done all online, which means no visit to the doctor, no awkward conversations, no waiting at the line at the pharmacy. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready when the opportunity arises. Does it work? Don't think you need it? Try it for a month and you'll see you're going to love it. Your partner's going to love it as well. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code ALLCITY at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code ALLCITY to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast.
Great work.
You know what?
Great work.
Yeah. I also want to tell you guys about Circle K Inner Circle Rewards. Circle K has, as we know, they sponsor our Buff Show, and every time they take off on a road, because they have a big giant RV, they go across the country. Every time they stop by Circle K first, and honestly, you have to check out the video because it's actually awesome.
Yep.
If you actually think about a vibe is on a road trip, you stop at Circle K with an endless budget, and you walk in and just grab all of the delicious snacks. I actually feel more jealous of that moment of their trip than any other moment.
I know, dude. I was like, I didn't even think I wanted beef jerky, and now I'm like, not only do I want beef jerky, but nerds ropes. Some sort of, I mean, come on, it's the best.
And it's awesome. So the Inner Circle Rewards program, it's absolutely free. You just put in your info, and then you get all kinds of discounts on all of their different goodies and snacks. So make it your corner store or gas station when you're going there. It's easy to sign up. You receive 25% or 25 cents off your gallon on your next 5 fill-ups. Just go to just download the Circle K app and sign up for the Inner Circle Rewards. It's so easy. Just get the app, sign up for exclusive offers, new offers. Purchase clubs and sweepstakes are uploaded weekly. And like I said, man, they've got an endless supply of their own snacks as well as all of your favorite ones.
Hell yeah, dude. I can go for some PG rings right GD now.
Let's move on to the next player. Let's just get Yoke out of the way real quick.
Fine.
All right.
Get it out of the way.
Let's get it out of the way here. In fact, I think the way we'll get this one out of the way is by saying it's time for our Live Extraordinary Player of the Game presented by UC Health. There it is. Nikola Jokic. A Yokogami. 27 points, 16 rebounds, 9 assists. Actually, not a Yokogami. It has happened 2 times before. Kobe Bryant and Cedric Maxwell back in 1979 and 2010, respectively. But guess what, fellas? They both lost the game. They had that stat.
Losers.
Yoke dominated. Here's what I love about the game, and then I'll throw it to you, Dev. I thought Yoke was like C- in the first half. I was kind of like, Yoke, you can put this game away if you want. And Yoke's like, I know. And then the third quarter came around. I honestly don't know why Yoke doesn't do that every time. I mean, it's nice knowing he can. In the third quarter, he was a monster. An absolute monster, shooting from 3, taking it inside, dominated. And he was like, I'm not playing the fourth.
Go.
This was a guy playing with his food. Like, truly just playing with his food. And just think about, like, this just being another day at the office. Like, this was not a game that he took seriously. This is not a game that he played hard in. Like we said, this was like, okay, first half. and then just like him like sitting up in the chair for the second half. Like, all right, the meme. Like, I guess I have to take this serious. This is 27 points, 16 rebounds, 9 assists in less than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
He just showed up, he showed out, and then he left. Like, this is wild to be able to just, have that type of performance. But this is the type of performance that you need from a guy that has been playing a lot of minutes. You get in, you do your work, you get out. And everyone else around him stepped up. So I think we just need a little bit more of that.
Jokic relocating for the 3 like Steph Curry in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
So I know this is not really how it works. Pretty much an obnoxious question. I will ask it anyway. Would you guys trade 2 games of absolutely horrendous team shooting if for whatever reason it turned Jokic back into an elite shooter?
If it's only 2 games, absolutely.
Because that's what we're looking at right now. 2 games in, Jokic said, well, I'll have to take the 3s. He's over 50% on the season. I know it's 5 games in, 6 games in, but that's significant, man. And I'm not going to say he's going to shoot 50% all year, but we begged to see Jokic's shot come back anyway, anyhow. And if this is what it took, I'll take it.
It's a mind frame, though, man, because you're right. He was like Steph Curry tonight, like, all right, plays go and let me exit to the corner and spot up for a corner 3, which he doesn't even take corner 3s. He's taken them this year. But he had another play where he called basically the rip action, which is the back screen, so the defense goes down and then pop to the 3. And I saw it in real time, him being like, because it was a play, not a sequence, it was just in the flow, and he's like, all right, hey, yo, come here, screen, pop, drain it. And you're like, he never does that. He's in the mind frame of shooting 3s, and I love it.
It was wild, man. Like, Jokic came out. Michael Porter Jr. was on fire in the first quarter, the absolute story of the game early on, and I was like, man, this is going to be a big Mike game. And then as the game ends, I'm like, oh, who led the scoring?
Did he score
Jokic.
in the second? Oh, 2 points.
2 points.
But it's just like, it's like
Yep.
other players, you're like, wow, this is the best game they played. And then you're like, oh, man, let's see. Oh, Jokic outscored him. Okay.
Well, it happened with Murray so many times. You'd be like, that's the loudest 31. Oh, Jokic had 35.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what do you know? It's unbelievable. He led the team in every stat. And
not steals. Russell Westbrook has 5.
Well, there you go. But Nikola Jokic, I do love that we're in the villain era. The beard has signaled to us that he has absolutely no problem beating up on those that are lesser than him, which is most everybody. I love that he came out and had fire in his eyes in the third quarter and like really took it to the Jazz and really just like wanted that dub. And you never know like what NBA players' motivation is going to be on a night like this, where again they played last night on the road, come back in. I'm sure got in late. Are they tired? Are they sore? This, that, or the other? And like Jokic is just like, it's just like not even a conversation. He just dominates.
You know what's funny though? A little behind the scenes. In the playoffs in 2023, the championship run, and I think it was the conference finals or the final. I think it might have been the finals. Walker Kessler, for some reason, the NBA was bringing players in to be fake media.
Yeah.
And Walker Kessler was kind of trying to be like a goofy little rookie, and he asked him some dumb question. And I remember Jokic, when he asked it, was like, deadpan serious, annoyed, and just was like, I don't know, man. Like, just blew it off. And I was kind of like, does he hate Walker Kessler? He might hate him because he abused the hell out of him tonight.
What if he went like Embiid and pushed him in the locker room?
Shoved. He shoved him.
Did you see the one where...
what if he just shoved him, just like freaking shoved him right in the...
Jokic likes to get that foul where he looks like he's fighting over you, and he karate chopped Walker Kessler in the back tonight. Maybe he hates it.
Maybe he does. Michael Porter Jr., though, I don't even care about the 2 points. In the third quarter, it was the only quarter they played. Jokic was like, it's my quarter.
Yeah, it's fine.
In the first half, though, and in the first quarter in particular, Michael Porter, sneaky shooting great.
You guys want a stat?
Yeah.
Mike has made 11 of his last 23s.
I love that.
That's something, man. 4 of 7 2 games ago, 3 of 7
That's almost Jokic-like, almost.
I think, what was he? Was he 4 or 5 tonight or 4 of 6 tonight?
4 of 6,
4 of 6. So, Mike's trending up, man. Mike is trending up as a shooter, and it's there in the mid-range as well. So, look, he's not breaking guys down, or it doesn't look that new, but he looks pretty comfortable coming off screens right now or stepping in and just taking that mid-ranger. My biggest thing is I loved his approach tonight. Porter as a max player, I don't think he's going to show up and shine every time they play the Timberwolves. It's on Jokic, it's on Murray. It can be tenable from Porter if those two guys are great. But when you're playing the Utah Jazz and Murray's out, Yes, give us 20 points in the first half.
Yep.
You can do that.
Totally.
You should do that. I like that Mike looked for his shot. I like that Jokic wanted Mike to look for his shot.
Yeah.
That's how Mike should look right now against the Utah Jazz.
Absolutely.
So that's good stuff from number one.
Mike has returned. Mike's shot has returned.
Right.
And he's looking better every single game.
Yeah.
This was a game that he really opened up the game with his three-point shooting.
Yep.
And it was contagious. Everybody started shooting from there.
I know.
50%
he's not turning them down in transition. He took a few that I was like, hey.
Yeah.
And they going in. But like you like that. He's doing step backs. He's coming off of like dribbles and still taking shots. And you just like that he's starting to feel himself.
Yeah, great take.
That's what you want from him. And they're running plays for him right now. This was a game that I felt like they found ways to put the ball in his hands, and he delivered. And he's starting to get a little bit more of that. So that's something that we wanted to see, and we're starting to see this offense start to come alive.
Yeah.
Not just from this game. He played well last night. So you're just starting to see a little bit more from Mike, and that's contagious.
Yeah, I mean, Mike's back, baby. Return.
Mike is returned. And I will say, I will forever lament the fact that in the season Murray was out and Mike was right there for the all right, full season of Mike is the number 2. He also ended up getting injured and going out. Because I don't think, obviously, he is a number 2, but I do think that he's better at it. When you have to elevate him to that role or something, or just, hey, we need more shots for him, he always is more comfortable with that.
Yeah.
And tonight he got 12 shots off. He made 7 of them. Pretty good. The last guy...
And I don't want to point it out, took the braids out.
Oh, okay, well, thank you for pointing that one out. And then Julian Strawther tonight, 19 points on 7 of 11 off of the bench. He only played 19 minutes, got 19 points. He is a guy that can score easy. And that's what's encouraging to me about Julian. I'll throw to you this time first.
Man, Julian, what do you have, 19 points?
Yeah, I think a lot of it was on our drive back.
That's what I was going to say.
There was a garbage time player to
I
me.
remember I was like, oh, Julian looks pretty good. He made a couple cuts. And then I did that Jimmy Butler me. 19 points. When did this happen? There would be nothing better for the Denver Nuggets than if Julian Strawther got hot, man. If that guy becomes the shooter that we all think he can be, that would solve so many of the bench's problems.
Yeah.
Immediately, if that guy could just knock down shots. That's obviously one of the guys that you're looking at most closely this entire season. If the Nuggets are going to have any chance at all, if the bench is going to have any chance at all to not make it so every time the starters come back in, they have to dig themselves right back out of a hole after leaving with a lead. Yeah. Very encouraging. I assume we didn't see.
I am so pissed that I didn't get to see these
I know,
shots.
Man, what happened?
I have to go back and watch this one. I have to. Because we've been asking for him to knock down shots in these type of games. He seems to really get going when they have huge leads. He is going to destroy it. But you have to start somewhere. Really,
confidence.
I want him to be able to start knocking down shots, and maybe he just needed to see a few get going. Also, I think that this is also part of not having Westbrook with that second unit, where
Maybe
he's like,
so.
you have to run the offense through me, or I have to be a person that ignites this offense in a way. So I think that there was a little bit more of that as well. And sometimes you're going to have this. There's going to be really those silver linings. This seemed to be a silver lining in this game where the bench got going. You saw different rotations. You saw new guys step up. Julian Strawther was the newest, member of the Nuggets to step up in the game, and 19 points.
Yeah, I know.
Can't talk shit about that,
dude. This has to be mostly Utah Jazz, right?
For sure.
That is a lot of it. But still important developmental minutes for Julian Strawther, and I think of note for Strawther, the Nuggets did not play Trey Alexander in the rotation tonight, and it's not so much that Strawther was literally a point guard, so much as if there's enough aggregate ball handling and shooting and passing, we can cobble a unit together. And that's kind of what they talked about with Strawther. They're not trying to convert him into a point.
Right.
But they do want him to be able to, okay, well, you can dribble and you can shoot, so you can keep this ball moving. There are things you can do in this action if it doesn't go the way we want it to. So just of note, that their approach to this was not, let's bring in Trey Alexander for reinforcements. It was actually, we want Julian Strawther to get something going here, and he did, and you need to against that team.
Let's take another quick break. Did you have something real quick? Let's take another quick break. On the other side, I want to talk about one thing I didn't love about this game. Actually, two things. Zeke Naji not playing tonight rubs me the wrong way. Let's get to it on the other side.
Stay tuned for
outrage.
outrage.
I guess he did play tonight.
UC Health, Ready, Set, Co. Coach Prime, my guy, wants you and other Coloradans to be your healthiest selves as the Chief Motivational Officer of UC Health's Ready, Set, Co. Challenge. The goal of the challenge is to get Colorado back to its rightful place as the healthiest state. I did not add to that tonight. I had nachos, and then last night I drank a bunch of alcohol. Sorry, Coach Prime. I'll get you back on the other side. One of his personas in this challenge is a sleep prime. Sleep prime, as Sleep Prime says, when one gets 8 hours of sleep, he's so ready, set, go. It's dreamy. Sleep is a key part of our overall health, and we need to prioritize getting 8 quality hours a night. A lot of things happen when you sleep.
I thought they said 8 a week. That's what I got this week. I got 8 hours of sleep this week. I thought he said per week.
If I get 6 tonight, I'm up to 8 this week.
Okay, sweet.
I might start during this ad. Let's see. A lot of things happen while you sleep, from your physical well-being to neurological benefits. It's one of the main ways to get and keep yourself healthy. Work, family, social life. For me, putting down the phone when I go to bed has helped a lot. There's all kinds of studies between the light from the screen and engagement with the brain. Plus, I just scroll. I'm just like angry scrolling these days for reasons that you can maybe understand. Put the phone down, get some sleep. Wake up. You can be angry when you wake up too. You don't have to do it just at night. But it doesn't let you slide into dreamland as easily as you could. So that's been a big help for me. If you want to join, so don't sleep on sleep. And if you want to join UC Health's Ready, Set, Co. Challenge, click the link in the show notes or go to www.uchealth.org/readysetco.
I also want to tell you guys about the homies, Red Hawk Roofing. Decades of experience, quick response time, Colorado's best estimators and contracts. And I'm telling you right now, Red Hawk Roofing is the DNVR of roofing.
It's so true.
Is this not 100% accurate?
True.
They rolled like 12 deep to they threw the party for us, last night here at the bar. They rolled 12 deep, and you go around and you're like, oh, there's the D line.
Yeah, dude,
there's the vote.
They're really turning it on big R, like the big roofing industry. Like us with the big J's, you know what I mean?
Oh, right, yeah, that's right.
They're really here to subvert, change the game, dude.
But I'm telling you, I told you this the last time. People don't know this, I used to be in construction prior to being in this world, in the journalism world. And I'm telling you, man, dirty business. Every contractor is going to try to take advantage of poor, innocent people. My guys at Red Hawk Roofing, they're honestly above that. Like, they're so established in the market. They don't need to sit there and try to get grandma to do, some sneaky little sideways deal. Nope, they're just straightforward with everything, and that's why they have taken over Denver. You see them everywhere. Free, no obligation, roof and property inspections. No obligation. Literally, they'll come out and inspect your roof. No obligation. Free in-depth photos, reports for all inspection. Hail season is here, so don't wait. Supporting your local team means also supporting local businesses like Red Hawk Roofing. If you're looking for a new roof over your home or business, be sure to check out Red Hawk Roofing at redhawkroofing.com or call 720-771-8921 and tell them DNVR sent you. Harrison Wind is going to be calling in from the arena very, very shortly. Well, here in a second. I do want to wrap up, though, just with a couple quick news notes. We do have a bunch of homies from the takeover that, as always, are going to start hopping on. Yeah, there you go. They're going to hop on and give us their hot takes. I hope they start thinking of them. I don't want anybody getting up here and being
if you haven't started thinking about them yet, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, man? Get prepared. Come with it. Come correct. I hate that Michael Malone, in a game that was almost impossible to lose, decided to play DeAndre freaking Jordan tonight. And can I tell you something? First 7 minutes or first 2 minutes, they go on a 7-0 run, and you're like, all right, maybe there's something to this. Then they were horrible. The bench was horrible with them on, and you're just like, what are we doing? You have this guy in Zeke Naji that, again, could he have been worse in a game that you were playing against the third string of a team that is trying to lose and is currently 0-5? You're like, we got to get DeAndre Jordan out there to play 14 minutes and be a -7? I don't understand it. Zeke Naji cannot possibly be that bad. I watch all the teams in the NBA because I cover them on the All-NBA show. Everybody plays a Zeke Naji. Every team plays him, and I don't understand how Denver can't find a way at a 26-point blowout to get minutes for that guy. It actually pisses me off.
Whoa.
I kind of agree. Look, if nothing else, it gives you a really clear perspective on just how deep under the doghouse. Zeke's not in the doghouse.
He's buried
He's
in
underneath the doghouse. And I will say this. Largely earned, right, over a large sample size.
Oh, yeah. He built that doghouse.
But it is hilarious the way we've gone from, I would say, 2 months ago. Sharich, I know he's washed, but how much worse could he be than Zeke? It has flipped.
Yeah.
It does feel a little bit like I feel like
isn't that ironic? Huh? Jay Huff 20 points tonight,
Yeah.
5 threes. I don't know.
So I don't know if Zeke would have been great, but I think he had a good preseason, and it felt like a good opportunity to give him some run. I'm not Zeke. I don't need to speak for Zeke. If I were Zeke, I'm probably waiting for the next team. I'm probably waiting for the next opportunity at this point.
I think he 100% is waiting for the next opportunity.
But I also understand that Zeke was bad for a long time. That I'm not going to pretend that's not true, but I agree with your I agree with your point, Adam.
I mean, did Michael Malone not watch the Tarot episode of this very podcast?
I don't know if he did.
It's possible he
Go
didn't.
back and rewatch it.
It is wild. It is wild. It's wild. It feels personal.
The Utah Jazz, man.
It feels personal. I mean, he got some run at the end, but it did feel like when the game was still in the balance and DeAndre Jordan was the one off the bench, I was like, oh my God, that is so wild. And then we all laughed that DeAndre Jordan got a standing ovation.
Very loud.
Nuggets faithful, which I love because they love that, they recognize his role in this team.
Zeke is cursed to be the guy that nobody liked. He checked into the game and been like,
I totally. DeAndre Jordan is like the ultimate vibesman, and Zeke is devoid of vibes. He's the most vibeless player on the squad, but come on, man. Like, he's got to get a little run here.
You were sitting courtside today. Zeke is a specimen, man.
Yeah.
And Michael Malone has
I
given
was
him
checking that out, yeah.
well, I'm just saying, like, it's not like the guy's not a worker. He's a freaking worker. He's all these things, and you're like, I don't know, just what are we building towards?
I didn't want to go early because I didn't think DeAndre was that bad. I don't.
No, he wasn't. I didn't think
he
was
wasn't that bad,
either.
but he also wasn't -7 against guys that are trying to lose.
Yeah, okay.
Johnny Juzang out there, they're like, oh.
So on the second night of a back-to-back, they wanted to get some type of energy in the building. He got a real ovation.
Really did get an ovation.
It was the loudest ovation that I have heard. Like, it was the loudest part of the night.
Everyone was like, Jokic.
The crowd went crazy. And all he had to do was go out there and get some rebounds, which he did.
He did.
Played 14 minutes. He had 9 boards.
Oh, the Jazz helped him out with some bricks.
For sure, but it gave him something different. And I think that they've been wanting I think this was to try to put a fire under Sarge, not really Zeke. Because, I really do think that Zeke is in the doghouse. Then Zeke got in the game way late in the game, and then he played well. So it's like, hold on, wait, what? He's still on the team. They put him in. He plays well. Now I think that they have some questions that they have to. Is going to be Sarge or is going to be
DeAndre?
Zeke. No, Zeke. I just feel like DeAndre was just like, hey, it's back home. Let's just try to do something there. I really think that that's what it was. So I do think that they should try to find more minutes for Zeke Naji, especially if he's playing like this. But I don't think that DeAndre was horrible. I don't. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Again, they won by 26. The point is more like, if you can't get in against the Jazz,
he's not getting in.
You're not getting in.
No.
You are never going to play. Zeke Naji's driving home right now, going like, "What the hell?"
It's like DeAndre Jordan is only brought up to contrast. It's
to contrast.
It's not that he's bad. It's like, what is the goal of having DeAndre Jordan on this team?
Yeah.
He's I think it's safe to say his best years are behind him. It's fair to say. Zeke Naji, hopefully his best years are in front of him.
You would hope so. I don't know.
But it was like when they used to put in Haslam later. You're like, what are we doing here? I thought he was on the team for morale.
All right, we have a win from the arena right now. Checking in. Oh, there it is. A little gust. We have. Oh, it's taking a while to look. There it is. Harrison, I'm sorry. We had to rant about Zeke Naji. Sorry to keep you waiting there in limbo.
Oh, that's all right. I don't really have anything to say about Zeke, so glad you guys got it out of the way.
Yeah, there you go. Well, do you have, before you get to the locker room, just a quick take you want to throw out there?
This was just a take care of business type of game from the Nuggets.
Yeah.
They shot it well from 3, and they got probably their best backup center game of the season from DeAndre Jordan. So, I mean both those
-7
elements
against the worst team in the NBA and their third string. Great job. -8, he only got outscored by 7 tonight while he was out there. Sure.
That's a great job from the backup center.
All right, take us inside the locker room.
So Michael Porter Jr. just finished talking, and I will hit on a couple of things he said. He was asked about the second unit holding the lead and the starters not having to come back in. Michael Porter said, quote, "That was lovely. He really enjoyed watching the fourth quarter from the bench, as the rest of the starters did." He also was talking about Christian Braun.
Did it in the first stint they actually blew it all the way back to 2 points. So I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't be excited about that, but go for it.
Man, like tough crowd tonight.
I say Michael Porter's like, they only blew one 15-point lead tonight. Very happy for them.
Well, this is what happens when you come in and your first take is something just Adam railed against for the 5 minutes.
They blew a 15-point lead against an 0-5 team on their third streak, and we're like, you know what? All right, okay. All right.
I think Mike had
talking about DeAndre Jordan positively.
Better not bring that spice in here.
I think Mike had a hint of sarcasm in his answer there.
Yeah, for sure.
He also, we'll try this one. He also was talking about the starting lineup and playing with Christian Braun. Michael Porter said, as great as KCP was, Christian brings a different element to our starting lineup. Yeah. And then he went on to list some of the things Christian's done well this year. He can play make. He can get out of transition. He's been big for us, he said.
Michael balled over to you.
Yeah, I know. That's actually a great take there, man.
Yeah. Michael Malone, he really shouted out the bench tonight. He said Hunter, Julian, Payton all gave us great minutes. And then he did talk about, why he went with DeAndre Jordan in this game as opposed to Dario Saric, who's been playing the backup center minutes. He said, look, the Jazz play a lot of bigs, and DJ is a big body. He's a rebounder. He's a rim protector. And I wanted to let him and Russ play some pick and roll together. So that's why he went with DeAndre Jordan tonight.
Yeah.
Michael Malone also said, look, I know Dario can play better than he has been, but it was just me, looking to try different things, give us a different look, different energy, different feel. He also did say he was impressed with Zeke Naji, who played really, really well as well.
Yeah. There you go, Zeke Naji, I'm sure, took that to heart.
Last couple things from Michael Malone. Update on Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray did some cardio tonight, and I believe he's just 24 hours removed from the concussion. So I think those are the rules. Once those 24 hours pass, you can start to do some cardio, some workouts. I believe he did that tonight. The usual timeline, Michael Malone said, to return from a concussion is 5 to 7 days. So if that timeline holds, I don't think Jamal Murray's playing in these next 2 games. Definitely not Monday against Toronto. Okay. And then finally from Michael Malone, Trey Alexander got the game ball tonight, his first NBA points. And actually something cool happened at the very end of this game. Nikola Jokic, he left the floor holding the game ball. He had it in his hands, holding it as he went into the tunnel. That wound up in Trey Alexander's hands in the locker room tonight.
That's cool though. I think that's really, to be honest. I think that's a really cool thing. And I like that the team had Trey Alexander's back. I feel like that's kind of a meaningful thing. It shows you that he's respected enough there.
Jokic gave him the game ball.
He went to get it.
He took it and said, I want that. That's cool.
Because that was Trey's first bucket, right?
Yeah.
So wait.
Yep.
Do you get to take the game ball home?
I think so. I think you do.
I think so.
Does Jokic have 5,000 balls?
I don't think he does every night. No, I don't think
if
every
Giannis doesn't want you to, bro. If
That's
Giannis doesn't want you to.
I think when it's your first one, I don't think on a Thursday random days.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay, I don't think so. All right, what else, Win?
And then I've got one thing from Julian Strawther. There's been a lot of talk about 3-point shooting. Do the Nuggets shoot a lot of them? Do they shoot enough of them? And Julian said, "Look, I could easily get up 7, 8, 9 threes per night.
I don't. It did seem like that might have been a good quote, but something happened to Win.
This is the first time this has ever happened, I think.
To Win. Look at him just frozen there.
Yeah, I know. Once we got started and then it was just done.
Yeah, that's never happened before.
It looks like he is for sure gone now, Kale.
I don't know, by the way. Did you guys...
Nah.
When Wind was talking...
He's like Duke Nukem.
Nah, we love you, Wind.
Did you guys hear the word days or games when he said 5 to 7?
Days, yeah.
Right. I just wanted to clarify because I think someone put a tweet out that said games, and then they went out and clarified.
Yeah, it would be silly. This is like
it's 5 to 7 days.
Business days versus days.
All
Yep.
All right, well, let's take our last break, and then on the other side, we're going to bring in the homies from the takeover to give us their spicy takes.
Dude. Let's go.
Let's get it.
All right, cool. Westera Credit Union. They were founded in 1934 here in Colorado with 9 locations in the Denver metro area. They're all about helping members financially prosper. Education is their thing. They were started by a group of 8 school teachers, so helping others is in their DNA. As a member, you see that come through in every interaction. It's all about the local community with these guys. Their Smart Money checking account is awesome for those who want to make small balances, earn big returns. You can earn up to 6% annual percentage yield on your first $2,000 each month. That's up to $120 a year. Then your next chunk of cash will make you 3% APY and so on. In addition to the interest you earn, this account also comes with rewards, a rewards debit card, has no monthly or maintenance fees, and so much more. If you like earning money by doing the things you're already doing with your checking account, visit westeracu.com/smartmoney for more details. Membership eligibility required, insured by NCUA. Restrictions and conditions apply.
Also want to tell you guys about DNVR events. Tonight was our takeover.
Hell
our
yeah,
first
it was.
one of the year, but guess what? It's not going to be our last one.
It was the best one of the year.
We are also, yes, so far. But we're also going to have more. I'm trying, guys, to plant the seed to get an Alex English out, a Fat Lever out for one of the. How fun would that be if they were on the bus
What if
tonight?
D-Line was with you?
Well, maybe D-Line will get there. I'm trying to see if we can't have at least one of these where there's legends. But tonight, we want to make them all special. Every year we get a little bigger at this. Tonight, we got to sit courtside. We got some people in the house. How was it sitting courtside watching the warm-ups today?
Beautiful.
Yeah, so good. So cool.
That way. Yeah, it's a really cool thing when you get to do that. I could take it for granted. I get to do it all the time. But it's cool when people are there for the first time, especially from out of the country, and you get to be right up close with Nikola Jokic. You can practically have him sweat on you.
I was going to say, I do my, every time I get too close, I just try to see if the musk that I imagine he puts off is exactly as
I'm not
I
even
dream.
going to lie, man. Like, honestly, I saw that man like 5 feet away from me. I was like, that is the greatest center in the NBA. He's right there, and that's a beautiful creature. You know, like, it was an amazing thing.
It was a beautiful creature.
Like, I was like,
That's awesome. So check out our events tab. Also, follow us on social, DNVR_sports on Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram as well, because we're always posting our things. You're not going to want to miss out. You want to get on in the action. All right, segment 3. Speaking of getting in on the action, as we do every time we have a takeover, we invite you, the takeover people, to come on the show.
That's right.
And we got a couple of
people.
homies here real quick. You people.
Yeah.
Oh, you people. Join us. Real quick, introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah.
my name is Micah. So, long time friend, So go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Miles, and I'm here all the way from Australia, so it's pretty
There you
cool.
go. Miles and Micah with
Kilometers over there.
Yeah.
So real quick, man, what did you guys think of the game tonight? Where you saw I was fired up about one thing, but I was actually very happy with this game. Michael, what did you think?
Yeah, pretty, honestly, this game was pretty dominant by the Nuggets. I felt like they just kind of owned it from the get, and then after they wanted to do what they wanted to do, they just kind of threw in some bench players and played them out. I like seeing Trey Alexander out there. That was kind of cool.
Yeah,
so,
it was cool for him to get his first bucket. Yeah.
Micah's bearing the lead. He sat next to me.
Really, the whole time?
We were game homies. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We were. It was. Well,
Did you spill nachos on him?
I didn't spill nachos on him. I spilled them on me.
Okay, good.
But it was great. We had a great time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Miles, what do you think?
Yeah, that was really cool. That was my first NBA game ever, first Nuggets game. Walked straight into Ball Arena, straight courtside.
Yeah.
Sitting next to you guys, watching the warm-ups. That was pretty amazing.
Hell
Pretty
yeah.
neat, huh?
But yeah, the game itself, it was a bit of a slow game, to be honest. There was a lot of
really
reviews.
slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a bit going on, but I loved it. Loved being in the arena. I've heard, the intro so many times on TV, but to be there and hear it and see everything,
That's
was
cool.
really, really cool.
So one guy we didn't talk about with the panel earlier on was Hunter Tyson, and I feel like we should, because Hunter, we wondered Vlaco, Zeke, who's going to enter the rotation. I actually, in the preseason, we started talking about, Malone keeps mentioning shooting. I was like, I bet Hunter plays. I didn't think he was going to play as much as he has. 25 minutes tonight, and I actually thought he was really good. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
Good hustle.
Good hustle, and Hunter, we talk about, has a little crazy to him. We actually asked him about it, and he was like, "Me, no," but he does.
When he's fighting animals? Or,
fighting animals and stuff. But he has a little bit of psycho to him. Like he gets kind of heated, and stuff. And I'm enjoying the Hunter experience so far.
I heard that you can take out the bear. I heard that.
Yeah, from himself.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. Like honestly, like when I saw him go out there, he looks exactly like my son. And so me and my daughter were joking around. I'm like, oh, there's Roman. And Roman was kicking butt, man. Seriously, as soon as Hunting Tyson went out there, he was grabbing boards. He was putting them. He was doing great, man.
Dove on the floor for like what was pretty much like a hopeless effort, but I kind of liked it because it was like, hell yeah, man.
He was doing great, man.
That's what he's got to do, right?
Yeah.
When he gets a chance like tonight to play some minutes, we got to see that from him.
Yeah.
Calvin Booth had that quote in that article that was like, young guys bring the juice. He's an example of that. Like,
I felt that tonight.
Veterans are not going to play with the intensity he does. He makes some mistakes, whatever. But I'm glad that this was a game. You're playing against a horrible team trying to lose. Get Hunter Tyson 25 minutes, and he did a good job of it. All right, well, it's time to get spicy. You guys know you come on the show for the takeover.
Let's go.
You got to come correct. Who wants to go first?
It's been fun. It's been friendly, jovial. And now
we
judge you.
Miles, you want to start us off?
Yeah, I'll start off. I was thinking about this on the bus because D-Line worded me up earlier. Make sure you got something ready. So mine's to do with my guy AG here.
Yeah.
Mr. Nugget. And it's to do with him being Mr. Nugget. So as Mr. Nugget, he's someone who does whatever is needed for the team. And coming into the season, what did we need most? 3-point shooting.
Oh, let's get it. Come on.
What did he work on over summer the most?
I mean, I don't know.
Hopefully he shot.
Yeah, hopefully.
His biceps.
So far, I checked the stat before, I think this regular season he's shooting 55% or something from three.
Let's get it, man.
So my take is he's going to finish the season shooting 40% or more.
Whoa! Because he's taking a lot
Muy
right now.
caliente.
I love it. Yeah, that's a great one. You know what?
AG.
I like it. 4 peppers because it actually does feel like it is possible.
It would be
but
great
I'm
for the
not
team.
betting on it.
I give it a shot.
He is 11 of 20, so he's taken 20 shots, which to your point is quite a bit, and to make 11 of them. And you know what? He is shooting them with confidence. Almost too much confidence, because there are a couple of them I'm like, all right.
And Brendan said before MPJ's shot 11 of his last 20. That's a really good thing. Well, so has AG.
AG has made 11 of his last 20. Yeah,
Vote
that's a
didn't
good
take
one.
notice of that.
I like that hot take. That was a great hot take. All right, man, he said it tough for you here, Micah.
All right, man, I got a hot take. I got like a personal hot take. So, I heard Doris Burke call out my boy Adam Morris. Gave him a little shout out.
Yeah.
So my hot take
1 pepper.
is that my hot take is that another analyst is gonna call out my boy, and it's gonna be Tim Lakeland.
Let's go.
So Tim Lakeland is also,
I don't think it will happen.
So,
but I like it. You know what, Legs?
So that's what's gonna happen, man. Tim Lakeland is gonna call out my boy Adam,
I hope that would
and
be
it's gonna
great.
be awesome.
All right, that'd be great, man. That's an awesome one.
First
I like
off,
it.
the real take is that Adam is your boy. 5 pepper
That's
take.
right, man.
This is my guy, man. We grew up together. You guys don't
We
know,
did grow
man.
up
We grew up
together.
together. So, all right, you guys were great. Awesome. Let's
Thank you,
cycle
fellas.
through. Great stuff. Great
Love
stuff.
DNVR. Thank you.
All right, who's the brave ones that are up next? We need 2. Later, homie.
Yeah, we're back.
here
We're
we
back.
go.
Yeah, we're back. Dude, nothing better than a takeover night. It's fun to hang out with the homies. It's fun to listen to Baby Got Back and No Scrubs on the bus.
No scrubs, huh?
Yeah, dude.
No
You think we would allow scrubs on the bus?
Absolutely not. All right, introduce yourself to the audience. Pull it in nice and close if you can. There you go.
All right, I'm Nathan.
I'm Kayla.
Kayla and Nathan. Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for being on. So, real quick, do you guys have a player you want to talk about? Before we get to hot takes, do you just have an analysis of the game or somewhere you want to go?
A complaint about the podcast?
Yeah,
Something Kale could do better?
Yeah.
Honestly, I was pissed about the Zeke Najee thing too.
Whoa.
Like,
Talking
seriously,
about?
we were sitting there in our seats like, why is Zeke not playing?
Yeah.
Like, this is the perfect time for him to be playing and getting minutes. So
Yeah.
I was pissed about it too.
I think Michael Malone very clearly has guys he just does not like and does not buy. And I worry Saric is a new guy that he's like, I just don't like this guy. And, I mean, good or bad, here's what I say. Michael Malone really batting 1,000 on this. You know what I mean? It's, first of all, 10 years. The Nuggets have had a positive bench 1 out of 10 years. Somehow every bench is always bad. And again, I'm not trying to tilt everything. I think there's a lot of people in the organization that have done some good things and done some bad things. Michael Malone's done a lot of great things. I think a lot of really, really great things. But this is one where I'm like, we're 10 years into this and it's the same thing. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think with Zeke, we've done this to ourselves a little bit, though. We all threw him to the Wolves last year, and we're responsible for all of this.
I mean, he only played 500 minutes, and as I have noted, fewer minutes with more than one starter than any player in the NBA. The higher percentage of minutes with one starter or less, which I'm just like, I don't know, man. Nobody else does that.
I hate the expression "my bingo card," but having an entire army of Zeke defenders coming into the season, not on the bingo card.
I know. The thing is, he's going to play and suck.
It's like the thing that's happened. The thing that's happened is it's flipped so far in the one direction that now everybody is they're like, hey, he's not that bad.
Here's why I'm so adamant about it, because I really do. As I look at the NBA, I go, there's 3 teams that have a good bench. Everybody else doesn't. The talent, I think, by design, has been spread throughout the league so that everybody has at least a somewhat competent starting lineup and a rough bench. But teams now, having a program is what's so important. And you see teams that are like, nope, we have a program. We teach our guys our program. We get them in there. In Memphis, they started Zaire Williams for a while. He's terrible.
Yeah.
They started him because it's a program, man. And I just look at Denver and I'm like, we're playing DeAndre Jordan at age 39, and we're just playing him in game number 5 against a horrible team, and we're up 20. I don't know. So anyway, all right, enough of a rant. I'm done with it. Any other take?
Yeah, I understand the value of playing Julian Strawther, seeing what he can do as a backup point guard. It really ended up being Christian Braun, but I would have liked to see Trey Alexander a little bit sooner. I liked what he did at Summer League, and I would have liked to see him a little bit sooner. He looked pretty good in those garbage time minutes.
Another Summer League truther. This guy, Summer League.
I will tell you this. I think Michael Malone really likes Trey Alexander, and I think the team likes him. And I think this is an underrated aspect of who plays and who doesn't. Some guys are liked and some guys aren't liked, and it's not just by Malone. I think there's just basketball, like everything else, is a little bit like high school, and there's an in crowd and an out crowd, and unfortunately, I think some of this is Trey Alexander, though. I think part of the in crowd, which is good.
Yeah, and shout out Kayla, who came to the takeover event by herself tonight.
Hell yeah!
After Kayla, also shout out. We needed help one night in the bar, some wait staff help. Lindsay put a tweet out and she responded, and then she showed up the next day and was helping us 10 bar.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
Then I spoke to her and she was like, well, the takeover event is going to come, but I don't know anybody. I'm like, just come. Just come.
Was it fun?
Oh my God, that was so much fun. I have not watched a game with people who know everybody on the bench. To get to watch it and talk about the lineups and stuff, that was so much fun.
Yeah,
what a testimonial.
So much fun.
Hell yeah, man.
Absolutely. So if you find yourself in a situation where it's like one of these events come up, or just frankly coming to the bar for any game and you're like, well, I don't know anybody. You really just meet people. That's the whole point. You meet other sick individuals who think about Zeke Najee minutes after a huge blowout win, you can share your affliction with them.
Yeah. All right. What hot take are you bringing with us?
Okay.
You go first? Who wants to go first?
It's been friendly here, but now.
So this is the long game. I can't claim this will happen this year, but I know it will happen. Jokic will get, before he retires, a quadruple double with steals.
Whoa!
Man, that's 5 peppers. I don't think he's ever been remotely close to that.
He got 7 or 8 one time.
Yeah, I mean, one time. But on top of that, he's also going to have a triple-double. Yeah. What if he has a Sambor quadruple double?
Holy smokes!
You'll be so mad.
I was even mad when Draymond got the triple double with 9 points. He got the rebounds, assists, steals. I don't even like Draymond, and I was mad that he didn't get it then. So
that'll be Yoke. He's gonna finish with 10 steals, 10 assists, 14 rebounds,
8 points.
9 points. Yeah, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, he didn't shoot in the second half. What the hell? That's a good one though. But that's really spicy. It's unique and completely out of pocket.
Yeah, dude. I need a little Pepto after that one.
I have a graphic for how many peppers that is.
Yeah, that was more than 5. All right, Kayla. You can't be that spicy.
All right.
Or can you?
So mine kind of goes back to the ESPN rankings when those came out, top 100 players, and Mike was
89.
Yeah, I mean that was awful. So my hot take is when that list comes out next year, there is going to be 6 Denver Nuggets in the top 100.
Name them. Name those Nuggets. Name those Nuggets.
Nikola Jokic.
And what number is he? 100?
Stop.
One.
Okay.
So basically, the 5 starters, I think Christian Braun will easily make it into that list.
He's on right now. He is definitely on track to being that. We'll see if he keeps that up.
I have full confidence in that.
Because they never get credit they deserve in those rankings. I'll give you 4.
All right.
CB's been awesome.
Yeah, again, KCP coming off a championship did not make the list. Was well above Michael Porter Jr. by simply going to Orlando.
He got traded to Orlando. Like, it was really good. KCP. You're right about this. But you said 6, right?
I did say 6.
Name those
very
Nuggets.
Excited for the 6th one.
The 6th Nugget to make the list will be Julian Strawther.
Strawberry?
That's 5 peppers. Come on, man. That's 5 peppers.
I really believe in his shooting, and like even tonight, did he have 20 points or almost
19
like,
points?
I really believe in him, and I think that he's going to be more consistent, and I can see him making the list. Even if it's in the 90s, he's on it.
If Strawther is a top 100 player, honestly, that would be huge for the Nuggets. That means the Nuggets, he's on a rookie contract for a while. Christian Braun, you can set yourself up nicely if he is a top 100 player. You're in great shape, man.
Beautiful.
You're in great shape.
I love this vision of the future that has been given to us by these two.
Are the vibes back?
Dude, I think the vibes might be back, dude.
I think the vibes
Cal,
are back.
Bacometer, fire it up!
well, I don't know about that one. Good stuff, guys. That was great.
Good
Thank you so
stuff.
much.
Yes.
Any final thoughts or any sign off?
I thought the Nuggets might never have a blowout win again. This was.
I know. That was nice to see.
One pepper take.
Let's go.
One pepper
All right,
take.
good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Who else is next? Who else is coming on?
Come through. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Crowd tonight?
Dude, don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Give us at least
2 more. We see you in the shadows. Come through.
Nobody? No?
Nobody?
No?
Unbelievable.
Come on for super chats.
That is that's
All right,
that's
let's get to some
top-
super chats then. We'll go to the close-up.
Adam and I, the 2-man game. We'll hold it down. We don't care. Can you read these? You want me to?
Well, I can't. Can you make it bigger, Kale?
He can. Here, I can. Mr. Exquisite Nugget.
Who's that?
I don't know. ATNAG. All the Nuggets are good. First home win.
Oh, yeah,
Crying
first home
Cat. Concern Face Trophy. Let's keep it going. Eric, don't jinx us. That's what I do. And no, Kale, we want Tiff, Alyssa to be on more. Congrats, guys. Don't scroll. Congrats, guys, on the 100K. I'm glad I saw.
Thanks, Cedric. I love now that he's pointing his ire toward you. Now you're the one. We've all taken a cycle.
Big Honey, AG is shooting 50% from 3.
55.
I think it's sustainable. I think that's going to hit all
11 of
year
20
long.
if I did my math right.
Sloaner, crazy stat. Jokic is shooting better from 3 than he is from the rest of the field. 56%.
Oh, wow. That's kind of wild. He is missing some bunnies, though. You noticed?
Yeah.
He's had some weird bunny, but I mean, that's just random. He'll get that back.
59% from 3. That is ridiculous. Josh Burnett from Down Under. My man, my man Miles is appreciating that.
No Vegemite this time.
Congrats on the 100K. Shouts to the first K homies.
Hell yeah. Are you a 1K homie? I think he probably was a 1K homie.
He's a 1K homie.
That is dope. That's like getting in early. That's awesome.
I know, dude. It's like investing in Apple, but not in a way that you get money back.
Yeah. They just super
It's
chatted,
investing in Apple in cool points.
Yeah.
Early. DJ Seahawk, new guy. Let's see. KCB, better than Clay any day. Eric, get me that sponsorship, please. All right. Cedric, you want? All right. CeeLo, 290. All the Nuggets are good. Vibes restored. Rams bowling. D-line. LFG.
You want to give a little shine to your Rams real quick?
You just did right there.
All right, there you go.
For the first time since 2015. Come on.
I mean, it's great.
9 years?
Hey, listen, listen, this might be surprising to you, but I live here. You know what I mean? I was waiting for them to come back to me.
Okay.
It's like,
all right, they returned.
They've returned.
Like a stray cat.
Yeah, dude. 5-5-5-5-5-5-5-5-5-ish tonight. 5-5-5-5-5-5-ish. I have to tell you this. I was walking around the arena. I walked into one of the merchandise shops. Who did I see? Tommy B. Tommy Bracelets. Tommy Balchettas. And I was like, hey, man, we were talking, just casually. I was like, oh, you should come back on the show. And I was like, everybody loves Tommy B. He's like, yeah, man, I don't want to let down 5-5-5-5-ish.
No way. Hell yeah.
He told me.
That's so awesome. That's awesome.
That's what he told me. Tonight I feast. Zeke mid-range, Zeke dunk, Zeke assist, Zeke fouls, and a Zeke block. 5:46 minutes down.
Let's go.
Only 5:49-14 till 5:55. All the Nuggets are good, except for Dario Saric. Let's go.
I love this.
Zane Big, my homie. Rams are bowling.
Man, some Rams
Nuggets
in the chat.
get right. Broncos winning tomorrow. We are so back. I love a football-themed basketball super chat. You're my guy.
I'm a Rams fan solely based on the fact that all of our Buffs followers somehow hop into our chat to tell us they don't like us.
They show up there like, "Oh, where's Jake and RK?" And we're like, I don't know.
I don't know either. You're in the wrong show. You're in the wrong show, and they do it all the time.
This is what I feel like. They just like they at home. They're like they turn on the TV. They're like, "This isn't HBO," and you're like, "Yeah, it's another channel." They're like, "But I don't want HBO." Anyway, Keenan Ravi Conelo. Sorry, bro. Hey, DNVR crew. Love you guys. Thank you so much for everything you do. My friends and I were at the takeover tonight, and it was a blast. Keep it up. Let's go Nuggets. All the Nuggets are good. And roly-poly. 2 Red Hawk roofers for Dario Saric.
Oh, God. This is how Zeke gets back in everyone's good graces, by someone else being worse.
That is honestly the best
Give
way.
us Barabbas! We want Barabbas! A little Bible joke for you guys.
Good stuff, dude.
That's it, man. Another takeover, man. What a fun one.
down
I
in the
love
books.
the takeovers, man, because it's fun connecting with everybody online, but when you get to see people eye to eye, they talk less shit about you.
It's true, because then you can stare them down.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
Shove
sorry,
them into a
Adam, I didn't
locker.
Well, I'm telling you, vibes are up, though, man. They almost, if they would have beaten Minnesota, I would have gotten reckless.
No, listen, like if they would have beaten
this close.
Well, if they would have beaten Minnesota, first off, we would have definitely been able to go home before 2 a.m. last night. We would have gotten hit in 100K way earlier.
That's true.
And no, I mean, listen, like this is what the basketball season is. You really got to be built for this life. You can't overreact. You can't get too high. You can't get too low. Let's get too high, though. You know
I'm
what
excited for this season, man, and I'm telling you, like, a lot of people are, you're down on the team. Like, no, I just think it's going to be a struggle, but you know what? The best is when you struggle and overcome it.
Yeah.
And I think this year might be a struggle and overcome it year for the Nuggets, which is awesome. And I'll have some hard bark on them by the time they get to the postseason.
Hell yeah,
if they survive.
Like Terry Black's barbecue.
That's what you know what I'm talking about. Hello, Terry Black. Man, we had a good time there.
Yeah, we
spent
did.
$50 or $60
On a single rib.
Yeah, I got so much food at that place. Shouts to Terry Black, man. You know what? You want to go home, Kel?
Yeah, what do you...
All right. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with us. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend. We're going to go down to the bar and drink. Hit the like button on the way out.
We all silly like the mayor.